Hey Facebook, it's LaShawn again, and I wanted to come back on because I had some questions that were proposed in the feed after our great conversation earlier today with my single savvy sisters. Hey everybody. So I just wanted to come back on and kind of talk about, part 2 or part 1.2 of that conversation. And the question that was proposed to me was, and this is me with my hair pulled back, the question was, is it more important to like yourself than it is to love yourself? And I wanted to share that it's important to like yourself. A lot of people won't say it because we put so much emphasis on love, and I hope this video is okay. We put so much emphasis on love that we don't put enough emphasis on liking yourself. And when you like yourself, that means that you're pleased with yourself. And I think it's almost as important to like yourself than it is to love yourself. And the reason why I say that is because you want to be pleased with yourself. You want to love yourself enough to do what it is that you have to do to like yourself. Are you satisfied with yourself? Are you satisfied with your weight? Are you satisfied with the way you look? And that's important. That's important. We live in a society where everybody says that you have to have this much going on, you have to have that going on. Do you have a business? Do you have your side business or side hustle going on? And so people are doing these things in order to keep up with the world and what the world has going on. Hey y'all. And so when the question was proposed after the show, I wanted to come back on here and just kind of talk to that. And it's important to like yourself, you guys. It's important to like yourself. And if you want to be added on this video, you want to talk to me about it, let's talk about it. You can put your questions or comments in the feed. But it's important to like yourself just as much as you love yourself. You want to be pleased with yourself. We talked about going to see a therapist. Not many people go see therapists, especially black people. I'm going to speak to that because I'm black. Not a lot of us go to see therapists. And there may be some other cultures and ethnicities that don't see therapists to talk to themselves, talk about themselves and what's going on. But I want to really kind of emphasize the importance of that and the importance of when you like yourself, guys and ladies, gals, when you like yourself, you're going to do things to enhance yourself. You're not going to allow your emotions to control you. You're not going to allow what other people say about you control you. You want to do what it is that you need to do, whether it's go back to school, whether it is work out to lose weight, whether it is eat better so that you can just have a healthier life. That type of stuff. You want to have a sense about yourself where, I'm pleased with this part of my life and I think that I can go forward. The world says that you're supposed to have this economic status. If you're not making 6 figures, then you just haven't gotten there yet and you need to work on yourself. But I want to share with you guys, and I want to admonish you to write down some things that you feel are important to you. And I want you to go over them, do some research on yourself or for yourself to find out what it is that you need to do to accomplish the goals or to get to the place where you want to be. A lot of sicknesses, a lot of diseases come upon us because we're worried about some things. We are upset about some things. We are, just going through because things are not what we think they ought to be. If I could say that. it's not where we think it ought to be, and so therefore we get a little upset with ourselves. We get into these modes where we gain weight. I have to say, even I admit for myself, sometimes where I have gotten to the point where I just got really lackadaisical and wasn't doing what I needed to do for my own physical being, you know, and I had to get to a place when I said, hey, Sean, you know, you want to be healthy, so you need to do what it is that you need to do. But it's important, you all, to be pleased. To be pleased. To be pleased. The question that was proposed after the show was, is it more important to like yourself than it is to love yourself? Well, let's look at what love says, right? I want to look at what love says while I have you guys on here. And I know some people are going to come on, but I want to just look that up. Let's talk about it. Right? So the love chapter talks, it's in 1 Corinthians, right? And it's 13, right? So let's go there. So if I have all this stuff going on and I'm talking and talking and I'm talking all this stuff, but I don't have love for others, right? And I'm going to talk from the Amplified, and I'm not going to do a Bible class, but I just want to say what it says. It says, then I've become only a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal, just an annoying distraction. And if I have the gift of prophecy and speak a new message from God to the people and understand all mysteries and possess all knowledge, and if I have all sufficient faith so that I can remove mountains but do not have love, reaching out to others, I am nothing. If I give all my possessions and feed the poor, and if I surrender my body to be burned and do not have love, it does me no good. So what does love do, y'all? What does love do? Do y'all really love yourselves? Because we talk about loving yourself. Do you really love yourself? Love endures with patience and serenity. For those of us, you know, that feels like we're not where we need to be in life, right? It endures with patience. What's patience? Meaning that, you know, you okay. You're not going to be anxious about it. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be anxious about what's not happening in your life. And the Bible even says, be anxious for nothing, but by prayer and supplication, let your requests be made known unto God, right? Love is kind and thoughtful. Are you kind to yourself? Are you thoughtful to yourself? That's important. That's important. It's not jealous or envious, okay? Are you getting to a position where you're jealous of other people and you're envious of other people? I talked about that earlier in the show, because some people are jealous of people and they're not telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? And you become conniving and you do all kind of stuff to keep yourself at a place where you feel emotions, you know, you go try and override what's the truth, and the truth is you jealous and you envious. Why are you jealous? Why are you envious? Because God has gifts for everybody. He has a place, position for everybody, right? Love does not brag, is not proud or arrogant. You know, are you being arrogant? Do you have to move into arrogancy in order to make yourself feel good, or order to portray yourself to a certain place where people will like you? So you think, right? It's not rude. Do you feel like you have to be cutting off people and being nasty to people in order for yourself to like yourself, to love yourself? It's not self-seeking. It's not all about you. Because sometimes we get to that place. We get so upset with life that we just say, you know what, I'm going for me. I remember being really close to somebody and they saying to me, you know what, it's about me. It's about self. I'm being selfish right now. Well, I mean, self-seeking, you're going to leave all your people, your family, so you can be selfish. I don't know, you know. Is that love? Or are you going by what the world says that you need to do? I don't know. I don't know. It is not provoked, overly sensitive, not easily angered. You know, some of us get sensitive when things don't come out the way we want it to come out. We get sensitive when things don't work out the way we want it to work out, right? We get angry at some things. It's not easily angered. You know what I'm saying? You can have patience. But, you know, some things you get angry about, I get that. But are you angry with yourself? We're talking about self-love. We're talking about, you know, who we really are. I'm there now considering in relationships in my personal life. Well, Mansfield, you know what? You need to be able to love yourself. You need to be able to like yourself, so the person that you're interested in, the person that you want to pursue, is going to like you and they're going to love you because you are secure in that, or you're working towards that with honesty and soundness of mind, right? It says, it does not rejoice at injustice, but rejoices with the truth. When right and truth prevail, are we being real with ourselves? That's not just for my brothers and sisters that look like me. That's for all ethnicities. Are we really satisfied with the way things are going? Are we saying, you know what, good for you, good for them, good for that group that they're going through that? Are we saying that to ourselves? Because we're talking about, you know, do we really like ourselves? Because the question was proposed, is it more important to like yourself than it is to love yourself? We're dealing with that. Right? It bears all things. It hopes all things. Oh, Jesus. Here comes the tough stuff. It believes all things. Do you believe in yourself?